Hello, I'm Will. Welcome back to the Bald Book Geek. This is a review of Pumpkinheads by Rowell. Kind of. So probably by this title, you're probably thinking a rant review. It's not. But I want to say that this is the most generic graphic novel I've ever read in my life. And I mean that. Okay. So first things first, what I liked. I like the story, I like the characters. It's about two people that work at a pumpkin patch and they see each other during this pumpkin season, and their last day is always Halloween and they reunite. But they're coming to the end of that. This is their high school senior year, which if you're only Americans will understand because I had to Google ages of American high school. And it's their last time, and it's sort of this blossoming relationship and between them, and it's a sweet little story of best friends and maybe more, so there's some spoilers there. It's genuinely one of the sweetest stories I've ever read. It's not a particularly original story, but it's sweet, it's charming, and it definitely has its perks. It's a darling little story. But with a graphic novel, I firmly believe that the artwork is as important as the story, because there's no description in a graphic novel. So when you're reading graphic novel, you're just reading dialogue, and the description is the picture, the images. The problem we have here is that Pumpkinheads is the most generic looking graphic novel I've seen in a long time. All the characters tend to be very undistinctive. The backgrounds are very undistinctive. The mood, the tone, something is missing in this graphic novel for me. And I know other people really loved it. And it's like, I don't hate it. I don't hate the artwork. I just don't like this artwork. The characters all tend to have a very samey look. And the only real distinction in their look is what they're wearing. Or the skin colour. But other than that, if you were to make this a black and white graphic novel, you would struggle to tell them apart, I think. And there's a lot of scenes that don't really have anything in the background. It's just like a faded, hazy colour. Which, again, causes problems because you lose a lot of the mood and the tone. So they're having conversation and there's nothing there to tell you what's going on. It has its funny moments too. But there's a lot of these panels, like they're in the cornfield and they're being cute together, but there's a scene where it's just the background colour. It almost has an unfinishedness to it. Like it's just missing something. While not necessarily a bad graphic novel, it's not going to blow your mind. It's a sweet little love story, but with generic art, and I think that's where it fails as a graphic novel. I think this probably would have worked better as maybe a novella, or just a short story, rather than a full-blown graphic novel. I don't think the artwork and the story gel as they should. Again, it's not a bad graphic novel, it's not a bad story, but it's a very generic graphic novel. It's average. It's 2.5 out of 5 from me. Tell me what you think in the comments below as always, and I will talk to you later.